Heaven was a room with you, back when your hands were kind, back when your kiss felt simple, before love lost its mind. There was sunlight on the curtains, there was coffee on the stove. I thought I found forever in a place I couldn't hold. But even heaven changes when the truth walks out the door, and angels stop believing when they lie to anymore. Heaven was a room with you till it turned into a cage. Pretty face. Now I don't pray to go back, I don't curse what we became. Heaven was a room with you, but I walked out of the flame. Still smelled like morning, your voice still sounded warm, but I learned some gentle weather can become a quiet storm. You didn't break me loudly, you wore me down with time. One small silence after another, till your heart stopped answering mine. I used to fear the leaving, like leaving and I'd fall. But a room can look like heaven and still have no love at all. Heaven was a room with you till it turned into a cage. I kept when it was only pain with a pretty face. Now I don't pray to go back, I don't curse what we became. Heaven was a room with you, but I walked out of the flame. Let the guitar cry softly, let the old walls know I loved you with a holy heart, but I had to let you go. No thunder, no confession, no final angry scene, just a woman choosing daylight over dying in a dream. Heaven was a room with you, but I don't live there now. I left the keys on the table, I left my sorrow on the ground. I won't call the cage golden, I won't bless the ache by name. Heaven was a room with you, but I walked out of the flame. The curtains still remember, the morning still feels blue. I once believed in heaven when heaven was a room with you. held me like a secret, but never like a home. I gave you all my evenings, you left me sleeping alone. You knew the words to wound me, you knew where I was weak, but every time you broke me, you taught my soul to speak. I used to think your leaving meant I wasn't enough. Now I know some kind of losing is the beginning of love. I was never yours to break, never yours to own. You only had my sorrow, you never had my soul. You can keep the lies you gave me, you can keep your cold mistakes. But baby, I was never yours to break. There's a ring mark on the table where your whiskey used to stay. There's a quiet in the hallway that don't hurt me the same way. I took your voice from the mirror, took your name out of my prayer. I can stand inside this silence, and I wish you were there. I don't need you sorry, I don't need you kind. I just need the woman you almost left behind. I was never yours to break, never yours to own. You only had my sorrow, you never had my soul. You can keep the lies you gave me, you can keep your cold mistake. I loved you once, but baby, I was never yours to Let the guitar cry low, let the blue notes bend. Some hearts don't shatter, they just learn to end. Let the rain hit the rooftop, let the old ghosts fade. I am not the damage that your hands once made. I was never yours to break, never yours to claim. I walked out of the fire without carrying your shame. You can keep the nights you stole, you can keep your cold mistake. I loved you once, but baby, I was never yours to break. The room is still, the dawn is wide. You lost the woman who finally chose her life. The sky is crying, and I know the reason why. It saw you leave this morning with no truth in your eyes. Rain runs down my window like tears I won't let fall. I gave you all my heaven, you gave me nothing at all. I don't blame the thunder, I don't curse the night. Sometimes the whole world breaks when love don't treat you right. The sky is crying, but I'm standing still. You took the warmth from my body, but you never broke my will. Let the rain keep falling, let the blue guitar moan. The sky is crying, but I won't cry alone. There's a dress on the chair and your shadow on the floor. There's a suitcase by the hallway, but I ain't waiting anymore. You left your lies behind you like smoke inside this room. Now every drop of rain outside is singing me the truth. I used to call your name, used to beg the clouds to clear. Now I hear my freedom in the storm I used to fear. The sky is crying, but I'm standing still. You took the warmth from my body, but you never broke my will. Let the rain keep falling, let the blue guitar moan. The sky is crying, but I won't cry the window. No more sleeping with your ghost. The love that almost drowned me is the one I need at least. The sky is crying, but I don't fall apart. I let the storm wash clean every fingerprint on my heart. Let the rain keep falling, let the old blues roll. The sky is crying, but I'm taking back my soul. The sky is crying, the road shines black and blue. I lost a man this morning, but I found the truth. I used to leave with thunder, with tears on every wall. Used to break my own heart open just to make you feel it all. Now I fold my clothes in silence, put my keys beside your glass. There's no speech left in my body. There's no war left in my past. I don't need you to understand. I don't need to hear you plead. Some women learn the hard way that peace is all they need. I learned to leave softly, without burning down the room, without begging for a witness, without blaming it on you. I learned to hold my sorrow like a coat against the cold. I learned to leave softly before I lost my soul. The porch light's getting tired, the midnight's turning gray. I can hear the old floor whisper, but it has nothing left to say. You'll wake up in the morning, find my perfume almost gone, and maybe then you'll notice I was leaving all alone. No letter on the table, no lipstick on the glass, just a quiet kind of freedom. Walking out at last, I learned to leave softly, without burning down the room, without begging for a witness, without blaming it on you. I learned to hold my sorrow like a coat against the cold. I learned to leave softly before I lost my soul. Let the guitar cry low, let the blue notes bend. Some loves don't need a battle, they just need to end. Let the rain keep falling, let the old house sleep. I'm not leaving angry, I'm just leaving me. I learned to leave softly, with my heart still in my hands. No more asking for mercy from a man who never understands. I learned to choose the silence over stories you once told. I learned to leave softly before I lost my soul. The door closed easy, the night stayed still. I learned to leave softly, and maybe I always will. Your apology came too late. I was already gone. Not out the door, not down the road, but gone where hearts move on. I heard your voice get softer, like softness made it true. But I had spent too many nights being lonely next to you. I used to wait for one good word, one reason I should stay. Now even your best sorry can't make me feel that way. Your apology came too late, too late to save my tears, too late to hold the woman who waited all those years. I don't hate you, I don't need you, I don't curse your name. Your apology came too late, and I don't feel the same. There's coffee in the kitchen, cold since 3:30. I left it there beside the truth you never gave to me. The rain kept tapping windows like a song I used to know, but I stopped calling it heartbreak when I learned to let you go. No door slammed in anger, no final scene to play, just a quiet kind of ending you can't apologize away. Your apology came too late to save my tears, too late to hold the woman who waited all those years. I don't hate you, I don't need you, I don't curse your name. Your apology came too late, and I don't feel the same. Let the guitar cry for you, I won't do it anymore. Let the night keep your confession on the wrong side of my door. I gave you every warning, every chance to make it right. Now your sorry sounds like thunder after lightning left the sky. Your apology came too late to turn me round, too late to raise the love you let fall to the ground. I don't hate you, I don't need you, I just closed the gate. Your apology came too late. Your apology came too late. The rain moved on, the room stayed still. You finally said sorry, but I finally lost the will. I bought no flowers for the ending, no black dress for the pain, just a matchbox on the table and your picture in the flame. The room was quiet as confession. The rain was soft outside. I watched the smoke rise slowly, like the last of what I tried. I used to keep your memory like a prayer beneath my breath. Now I lay it down in silence, and I let it meet its death. I dug a grave for my goodbye, deep enough to hold your name, deep enough for every promise that turned my love to shame. No more crying at the doorway, no more asking heaven why. Tonight I bury what you broke. I dug a grave for my goodbye. Your coat is gone from the hallway, your glass is off the shelf. I thought losing you would kill me, but I only found myself. There's a scar across the morning, there's a shadow on the floor, but I don't kneel to old love, I don't worship pain no more. I won't curse the woman who stayed too long for you. She was trying to save a fire that never told the truth. I dug a grave for my goodbye, deep enough to hold your name, deep enough for every promise that turned my love to shame. No more crying at the doorway, no more asking heaven why. Tonight I bury what you broke. I dug a grave for my Let the guitar cry low, let the blue notes bleed. I gave you every mercy, now I give my soul what it needs. Let the rain keep falling, like a cold wind pass. Some loves die slowly, but they still die at last. I dug a grave for my goodbye, but I won't lie down too. I buried all the pieces that still belong to you. No more sleeping next to sorrow, no more living in your light. I walked away with empty hands from the grave of my goodbye. The smoke is gone, the room is clear. I I buried us tonight and left you there. I heard your voice on the message, soft like a guilty prayer. You said you missed the old days, but I don't live back there. The rain was on the sidewalk, the room was almost still. I let your words keep talking, but they couldn't change my will. I used to run towards sorry, used to call it love. Now I know a closed door can be mercy enough. This is the door I won't reopen, the one I close to breathe. You don't get another ending, you don't get another me. I gave you every warning, every night, every tear. This is the door I won't reopen. You can't come back in here. Your coat ain't in the hallway, your glass ain't by the sink. Funny how the silence gives a woman room to think. I don't curse your memory, I don't bless your name. I just keep my peace now like a slow blue flame. You taught me how to break down, but I taught myself to stand. Now I hold my freedom like a fire in my hand. This is the door I won't reopen, the one I close to breathe. You don't get another ending, you don't get another me. I gave you every warning, every night, every tear. This is the door I won't reopen. You can't come back in here. Let the guitar cry low, let the old rain fall. I loved you through the damage, but I won't love you through it all. Don't mistake my quiet for heart that still belongs. Some women leave in silence after staying far too long. This is the door I won't reopen, no matter how you plead. I won't trade my healing for the pain you used to need. I gave you all my softness, can't come back in here. The message stopped playing. The rain disappeared. I locked up the old love, and I left it there. If you love me, don't love me halfway. Don't hold me in the evening and disappear by day. Don't kiss me like forever and leave me guessing why. Don't call it love, baby, if love still makes me cry. I don't need diamonds, I don't need your pride. I need a heart that stays when the lights go out at night. If you love me, love me like you mean it. If you need me, don't make me beg to feel it. I've been too long lonely in arms that felt like home. If you love me, baby, don't leave me alone. If you love me, don't make me read your mind. Don't turn your back in silence and call that being kind. I'm tired of pretty promises, tired of almost true. I'd rather sleep with sorrow than keep waking up with you. I don't want perfect, I don't want gold. I just want something honest I can hold. If you love me like you mean it. If you need me, don't make me beg to feel it. I've been too long lonely in arms that felt like home. If you love me, baby, don't leave me alone. Let the guitar answer, let the blue notes rise. Let it say the things you keep hiding in your eyes. If you can't stay steady, if you can't stand true, then don't say you love me just because I love you. I'm not asking for heaven, I'm not asking for more. Just don't bring soul. If you love me, let the truth be clear. If you don't, baby, don't keep me here. There were words on your tongue, but they never crossed the room. I learned to read your silence. You held me like a promise and left me like a debt. Now every little thing you didn't say is the thing I can't forget. I waited for an answer, I waited for the truth, but love can die quietly in the space between two fools. Unsaid, that's where you lost me. That's what killed the love we had. The coffee turned cold, the hallway stayed blue. I stopped asking questions. You thought I'd keep waiting like a light by the door, but a heart can stop bleeding when it won't beg anymore. I don't hate your shadow, I don't curse your face. I just found my freedom in that empty space. Unsaid, that's where you lost me. Unsaid, that's where I broke free. Not in the fire, not in the flame, but in the silence, where you never said my name. Unsaved, that's what killed the love we had. Let the guitar cry low, let the blue notes bend. Some love doesn't need a storm. Oh, let the rain keep falling, let the room turn cold. I was waiting for your heart, but your silence told me no. Unsaid, that's where you lost me. Unsaid, that's where I chose me. No more reaching, no more blame, no more dying for a voice that never came. Unsaid, that's where I left the love we had. The night went quiet, the dawn turned red. I didn't leave because because of words I left for what you never said. I took your name off the mailbox, took your picture from the wall. The house still knows your footsteps, but I don't miss them at all. There's dust where your coat hung, there's quiet in your chair. Funny how a room feels cleaner when your ghost ain't sitting there. I used to keep the porch light burning like a fool dressed up as faith. Now the dark don't scare me, it just gives me space. Love don't live here now, not the kind you used to know. No more begging at the doorway, no more sleeping in the cold. You can bring your sorry flowers, you can wear your sweetest vow, but I changed the locks inside my heart. Love don't live here now. I boxed up all your letters, didn't read them one last time. Some words are only pretty when they hide an ugly lie. The kitchen clock kept ticking like it never cared who left. And I learned the sound of freedom is a woman catching breath. I don't need a reason, I don't need a war, I just need this house to be mine again once more. Love don't live here now, not the kind you used to know. No more begging at the doorway, no more sleeping in the cold. You can bring your sorry flowers, you can wear your sweetest vow, but I changed the locks inside my heart. Love don't live here now. Let the guitar cry low, let the old floor moan. I can stand in silence and not feel alone. Let the rain hit the window, let the night come down. I lost what almost broke me, but I kept my ground. Love don't live here now, not your shadow, not your name, not the woman who forgave you, just a burn inside your flame. You can knock till morning, but I won't turn around. I changed the locks inside my heart. Love don't live here now. The porch lights off, the room is still. Love don't live here now, and maybe it never will. I wore a black dress to the mirror, lit a candle for the past. There was a woman standing with me, but I knew she wouldn't last. She had your name inside her heartbeat. She had your lies beneath her skin. She kept waiting by the window for a man who never came in. I held her hand through the silence, watched her tremble, watched her fade. Then I whispered, "You are free now," as the midnight turned to gray. Tonight I buried the woman who loved you, laid her down where the cold winds cry. No flowers, no forgiveness, no last kiss, no goodbye. She gave you all of heaven, you gave her hell in return. Tonight I buried the woman who loved you and watched her bridges burn. There's a Bible on the table, there's a bottle on the floor. One was there to save my sorrow, one was there to close the door. I took your picture from the hallway, watched the frame fall from my hands. Some memories die slowly, like footprints washed from sand. I don't hate you like I used to. I don't need your sorry now. I have learned that broken women can become holy somehow. Tonight I buried the woman who loved you, laid her down where the cold winds cry. No flowers, no forgiveness, no last kiss, no goodbye. She gave you all of heaven, you gave her hell in return. Tonight I buried the woman who loved you and watched her bridges burn. Don't come looking for her, she don't answer anymore. She left her tears in the chapel, left her ghost at your door. Don't say you miss her, don't call her name. The woman who once needed you went up in holy flame. Tonight I buried the woman who loved you, but I rose from the grave with fire in my spirit, with no heart left to say. You lost the only angel who would walk through hell and stay. Tonight I buried the woman who loved you, and I walked away. The candle burned out, the dawn turned white, I lost who I was, but I found my life. I used to leave the light on, thinking you might change. Now that bulb keeps flickering, but I don't feel the same. Your jacket's still behind the door, your number's still on my phone, but I can sit beside your memory and still feel alone. I gave you every soft part, every place I used to hide, but you only loved the woman who would break herself inside. I don't bleed for you anymore, I don't crawl across this floor, I don't dress my wounds in pretty words like I used to do before. You can knock, you can cry, you can swear you changed for sure, but I don't bleed for you anymore. The coffee's gone cold again, like the mornings we became. You were always good at leaving, I was good at taking blame. There's no thunder in this ending, no glass against the wall, just a woman washing dishes who don't miss you at all. I thought love meant forgiving, till forgiveness made me small. Now I'd rather keep my silence than answer when you call. I don't bleed for you anymore, I don't crawl across this floor, I don't dress my wounds in pretty words like I used to do before. You can knock, you can cry, you can swear you've changed for sure, but I don't bleed for you anymore. No curse, no prayer, no midnight scene, just your name in the trash with the woman I've been. No tears, no flame, no final war. I loved you once, but not anymore. I don't bleed for you anymore, I don't wait beside the door, I don't turn my pain to poetry just to make you worth it more. You can beg, you can break, you can fall down on the floor, but I don't bleed for you anymore. The light went out, I let it stay. Some hearts don't break, they walk away. came in like a fever. Soft hands, dangerous eyes. You knew how to touch me right where the lonely hides. I should have seen the warning in the way you said my name. But some hearts love the fire, even knowing they'll be changed. I didn't fall only once, I went down note by note, like a blue guitar crying from the bottom of my soul. Burn me slow if you're gonna break me, baby. Don't let go and turn around and save me. I've been loved like a secret, I've been left in the cold. If you're gonna burn my heart, burn me slow. Your kiss was like a matchstick, your silence gasoline. You made a saint feel wicked, you made a sinner clean. There's smoke on the ceiling, there's whiskey in the rain, and every time I leave you, I come back to the flame. I know this road is trouble, I know this love ain't kind, but the blues don't ask permission when it gets under your skin. Burn me slow if you're gonna break me, baby. Don't let go, then turn around and save me. I've been loved like a secret, I've been left in the cold. If you're gonna burn my heart, burn me slow. Let the guitar cry dirty, let the blue notes bend, let it scream like a woman who knows this is the end. Slow riff in the darkness, fire under every tone. Your love was never mercy, but it never left me alone. Don't call it heaven, don't call it sin. You were the storm outside me and the ache within. Don't say forever, don't say goodbye, just play that low down riff while I burn one last time. Burn me slow if you're gonna break me, baby. Don't let go, then turn around and save me. I've been loved slow. The smoke fades out, the guitar moans low. I knew you'd ruin me, baby, but you burn me slow. There's a Bible by the window and a bottle by the bed. One was meant to save my soul, one helped me forget. Your footsteps left the hallway, but your shadow stayed behind. I swept up all your promises, still found pieces in my mind. I used to call it love when it only made me bleed. I used to kneel for mercy, now mercy kneels to me. There's no saint in this room, no angel dressed in white, just a woman and a sorrow, learning how to survive the night. You broke what you borrowed, you poisoned what we knew. There's no saint in this room, but I'm no sinner for leaving you. The mirror knows my secrets, the candles know my shame. I wore your touch like velvet, till velvet turned to chains. You said I was your heaven, but you loved me like a crime. Now I'm pouring out your memory, one slow glass at a time. I don't need forgiveness for walking out alive. Some women lose their halos just to make it through the fire. There's no saint in this room, no angel dressed in white, just a woman and a sorrow, learning how to survive the night. You broke what you borrowed, you poisoned what we knew. There's no saint in this room, but I'm no sinner for leaving you. Don't pray for me, baby, I already found my way. I buried all your sorry where the lonely people pray. Don't call me cold, baby, don't call me cruel. A heart can turn to stone when it's loved by a fool. There's no saint in this room, but there's fire in my eyes. No more sleeping with your ghost, no more dressing wounds as lies. You broke what was holy, but I made something new. There's no saint in this room, and I'm no sinner for leaving you. The bottle's almost empty, the dawn is coming soon. I lost a man I loved, but I found myself in this room. I left your dinner on the table, but the candles burned away. The clock kept asking questions you were too proud to say. Your shirt is on the staircase, your shoes are by the door. Funny how a quiet house can tell the truth once more. I used to fear the ending, used to beg the night to stay. Now I hear my own heart breathing, and it's telling me the way. Don't come home tonight, I already changed the lock. Don't bring your sorry flowers, don't stand there and knock. I'm not angry like before, I'm just tired of the fight. You lost the right to love me, so don't come home tonight. I found your lies in small things, in receipts and empty calls, in the way you said I love you with your back against the wall. I folded up your jacket, put your letters in a box. Some women cry forever, some women change the locks. I don't need a storm now, need the silence to remember who I've been. Don't come home tonight, I already changed the lock. Don't bring your sorry flowers, don't stand there and knock. I'm not angry like before, I'm just tired of the fight. Cold, but I kept us alive till it cost me my soul. Oh, maybe you'll miss the doorway, maybe you'll curse the rain, but I won't open my heart just to hurt it again. Don't come home tonight, there's no place here for your lies. No more sleeping beside sorrow, no more forgiving your goodbyes. I'm not broken like before, I'm just stepping into life. You lost the right to love me, so don't come home tonight. The candles are gone, the dawn looks clean. Don't come home tonight.